I don't know where you've been, but you're gonna respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mark Zwep is suing Tyler Collins in the amount of $520.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may all be seated.
Mr. Zwep claims he loaned money to his former friend and says he repeatedly tried to get his money back, but Mr. Collins suddenly ghosted him and slashed his tires.
State your name.
My name is Mark Zwep.
My name is Tyler Collins.
All right, and sir, you're suing the defendant for $520 for property damage?
Yes, sir.
All right. You all know each other?
Yes, I know Tyler for a couple of years right now. When I first moved to America from Brazil, he's one of the person that became like a brother to me. And whenever I need something, he was somebody that I could always count on. You know, we were like brothers. And I moved out of state. I went to Texas for college. And now I finally came back, you know, to Arizona. And, you know, we just got back together.
You all are in Arizona now?
Yeah, we live in Arizona now, Phoenix. And like I said before, he was somebody that was like a brother to me. He always helped me whenever I needed.
Well, we're going to try to make sure you all resume that brotherhood or keep it. You give me some background, sir, on your friendship.
Yeah, we connected once he came to America. I was his first friend he made.
What city again?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, that's where you all connected?
Yeah,
Not Texas, but Phoenix.
Correct, but yeah, so as far as me, you know, he was just connected, you know, we were just boys hanging out, and then when things moved along in time in life after high school, he went along to go to college, and I stayed, and I became a hustler, really, just doing my own thing with the sneaker flipping business.
Oh, okay, good. How's that working out?
Oh yeah, it's going great. It has its ups and downs, but it's going.
How long you been doing it?
About 5-6 years now.
Mm-hmm. But typically you're making some level of profit.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping the flow. I have a kid, you know, girlfriend, so it definitely puts food on the table.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. And you understand that you're in business for yourself, a small business. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. So
that's the lifestyle of being self-employed.
Yep. Good to hear that. And that's a popular business that is in demand. All right. What are you suing your buddy for? Sounds he's a stand-up guy, family man, in business for himself, not depending on anybody to hire him, corporation, government. He's stand up, feeding his family on his own. What do you say?
I'll keep short and simple. He needs some money. I loan him some money. I loan him $300. That's what he needs, right?
How long ago?
It was about 6 weeks ago. The agreement was that he was going to pay me back 2 weeks later. A week went by, he paid me $100 back. And the following week, he was supposed to give me the extra $200, right? But he never paid me back. And my problem is that he wasn't giving me no deadline. He wasn't trying to work with me. He was literally just ghosting me. And that's what made me upset, right? I'm trying to work. I'm trying to get my money back. And he's just avoiding me, not keeping himself accountable. That made me really upset. I was really frustrated because I thought he was a friend, right? And like I said, it's all about accountability. So I went online and I made some comment about our situation. I guess he didn't like that.
I thought everything was about accountability. Who's holding you accountable for going on the internet talking about this man's business? You think that's all right? Thank you. You're speechless. I know you should be speechless.
And Judge, if I may, I have proof here of the comments.
You need to be held accountable.
Yeah, Judge, if I may, I have proof here of the comments if you want to see him commenting and basically disrupting my business.
No, we're going to hold you accountable. We're going to practice some accountability right now. That's your thing, accountability. Dudes online buying sneakers every week but can't send me the $200 he owes. What do you say to this, sir?
I say this. I was trying to get my money back. He wasn't paying me, right? I went online and I said what I said. And here's the problem. After I went online, he blocked me. You know, then 2 weeks later, I went to my car. Then I find out that...
You better be glad he ain't jump on you. Them might block you. That's all he did is block your call, and you try to destroy his business, his livelihood, to feed himself and his wife and his child. He's a solid family man, doing the right thing. Ain't in the street hustling. When he said I'm a hustler, I said, okay, let me see what type of hustling. And then he said the type of hustle he was engaged with. Made me proud of him.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
I don't know how I would handle it if one of my best buddies just straight out, I loan him some money and he disses me. Did you do that?
And later.
And where do you know the defendant from?
So on August 16th, I was riding my bicycle when suddenly this man's dog attacked me. He knocked me off of my bike and bit my leg multiple times.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with a case of Mark Zwep, who is suing Tyler Collins for property damage.
And I understand your feelings about him disrespecting you, your friend disrespecting you. I don't know how I would handle it if one of my best buddies just straight out, I loan him some money and he disses me. Did you do that? He says you just...
I have proof that
I
he could
didn't.
have done
I was
that.
busy with what I was doing. You know, I have a kid. I'm trying to run a business by myself, so I didn't have the time to respond to him.
What do you mean you had the time to respond? No. What do you mean you didn't have time to respond to a text?
No, I sent them the $100.
I know, but I was saying, why did you ghost him? As he says, he kept trying to reach you and you just wouldn't respond at all anymore.
To be honest,
why couldn't you tell him one last time, hey man, I'm not going to be able to pay you for another month?
Because of the proof I gave you, sir. Somebody's gonna...
You did that before? He wouldn't have done that if you hadn't blown
right.
him off before that. He did it to retaliate against you blowing him off. But that's wrong.
I can't deny
Can't
that.
retaliate and hurt someone's business. Do you have a number of people? Yeah, you're showing me 1,500 for this one post.
Yes, sir.
Trying to see the number of followers you have that would determine
Oh, yeah, big following.
your exposure to folks who might be interested in buying your product. They got to know about your product first. And so what I'm saying is that you do have a following who learned of your products at your site. So if they go to your site looking to see what new products you have because they like the products you usually have, and then they look at the comments, they're going to say, oh, no, I liked it, but nah, I see what this other cat's saying. Nah. That's what happened, sir. And you didn't think that would happen to your friend? Go ahead.
So that was my decision to get his attention because, like I said before, he was trying to finesse me. He was trying to get away. I know this man. And I was honestly just trying to get my money back because I also have a family. He talked about his family, his kids. He's not the only one with kids. I also have a family. I also have a wife. I also have a business. I also got a business that I have
business? What type of business?
No, I mean, I have business that has to be taken care of, like
what type
bills,
of business? How do you earn your income?
I work, but because of this man, I lost my job.
Hold on, how?
Because he slashed my tires, I couldn't go to work, and now I have no job. So he started.
You messed with his livelihood. You hurt his livelihood.
But he
you
started
hurt
on
his livelihood.
Can I speak?
Yours is measured, yes.
So it all started because I want to help him out. And then he was trying to get away with it. And that's how I proceed, right? I was trying to get my money back. He wouldn't respond to me. And I did what I did. And like I said, he slashed my tires and I also lost my job. So this is what you get by being a good guy and try to help a friend.
You've cost this man no unlimited amount. We have no idea. I'm sure it's in the thousands.
And Judge, if I may, he keeps saying I slashed his tires. He has no proof of that.
Well, you did it.
I have some proof.
What proof do you got? Let me
have
see
some
what
proof.
you have.
I actually.
He submitted something.
Give it to him. Give it to him. He doesn't know how court goes, but you're going to know soon. You keep acting like you keep doing what you're doing. You're going to know how court operates real quick.
And this is how much I have to pay to fix.
You have an audio too, right?
Yeah, I have
I
an
hear you,
audio
Judge.
too.
So he has this right here, but also he submitted an audio earlier too.
Oh, okay. Do we have? See, I know what I know when I know. Let's hear the audio.
This is the audio that a friend of ours made it because he picked my side. He was trying to help me, and he recorded a conversation that they had a few days ago
Legally?
about a situation.
In your state, do they allow one-way recording?
In Arizona,
Apparently, yes.
Phoenix, it's
In
legal to
Arizona,
do that.
it's legal to
all
do
right,
that.
because folks need to know that as well. You cannot record people on the phone unless you tell them you're recording them in the overwhelming majority of the states. Let's hear this recording.
So yeah, man, it's been a crazy week. I've been doing, pretty good for myself so far. So can't complain,
Man, I know Mark was trying to get into that. Like, what happened between you two about that? I heard that. I heard there was something going on.
Yeah, man, he made some comments. I blocked him, and he basically is looking for some money that I owe him. And I really don't, feel like I owe him the money anymore because, went online and made, comments about me that was just disrespectful, and I feel like we didn't need to take it any further.
I mean, I bet I can see why he needs the money though. Like someone slashed his tires. Like he's out like a couple hundred, maybe a couple $1,000 to replace him.
Yeah, I heard about that, man. All I know is it wasn't me. He doesn't have any proof to say it was me. So actually, it's kind of getting late, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. So yeah, you know how they say, man, snitches get stitches. So keep it going.
He didn't hint. He didn't admit to anything, but there was the implication existed. But I believe you did it anyway. When he said you slashed his tire, I knew immediately that you did.
Well, to be honest, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Oh, you had someone do it.
My girlfriend wanted me to retaliate because our business, kind of went left. So she kind of coerced me to be there while it was happening.
Yeah, right. All right, sir, I'm going to grant you your judgment for the tires. That's my judgment. Have a good day.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $520.
I feel like, he's still my friend at the end of the day. You're still my friend.
I'm not your friend.
Well, that's tough, and that's life. It goes on, and that's what we have to do.
Coming up,
He was riding down the trail very quickly.
Directly at you.
Yes, I think so. And
Think you were there. Talking about you think so. This is the crux of the case. Was he coming at you? You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Terry McKnight is suing Dax Michaelson in the amount of $736. Mr. McKnight claims he was riding his bike in the park when the defendant's dog knocked him down and bit him, and says he wants payment for his medical bills and damaged clothing.
State your name for me,
Terry McKnight.
sir.
Dax Michaelson.
All right, and sir, you're suing the defendant for $736 for negligence. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
All right. Start with you. Tell me what we're here for. And where do you know the defendant from?
So on August 16th, I was riding my bicycle in Corona, California. I was on a public park on trails. On this particular day, I decided to ride on a new trail that I had not been on before. When suddenly this man's dog attacked me. He knocked me off of my bike and bit my leg multiple times. I am seeking compensation for the medical bills and the clothes I was wearing that were damaged from that dog.
And the dog wasn't on a leash, obviously.
No, sir.
Let me hear from you, sir.
I own a large parcel of land in Corona. I bought that land specifically because I could take my dogs, go out for walks. Dogs could be off leash. And we do have a trail that goes through the yard, but it's marked private property, do not enter. My dog was simply responding to what he thought was a threat.
Why do you believe your dog thought it was a threat, walking up a trail?
He wasn't walking, actually. He was riding a mountain bike, and he was coming at me.
Toward the dog?
Toward the dog.
Oh,
toward
you were there? Oh,
yes, I was
okay.
there. I was there walking both of my dogs.
Oh, you were walking them?
Yes.
Just without the leash.
Coming up,
How did it end?
Eventually, he came and grabbed the dog off of me, but well after the dog had bit me multiple times. I have the text messages and him clearly refusing to pay for my medical bills.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Terry McKnight, who was suing Dax Michaelson for negligence.
What threat and what was the dog protecting?
The dog was protecting me and protecting my other dog.
He was coming at you?
Yes, he was riding down the trail very quickly. We couldn't.
Directly at you?
Yes, I think so. And I think
You
it
were
would happen
there.
very fast.
Now you've hurt your credibility, sir. You were there. Talking about you think so. This is the
Well.
crux of the case. Was he coming at you or not? And now you don't think. Now you don't know. What did you do when the dog was biting him?
I yelled at the dog to come to me, get away. Dog didn't respond. He knocked him off his
Oh, so
bike.
your dog is not trained properly. Go ahead.
Well,
what else?
I've had this dog for 5 years.
That's a beautiful thing.
Thank
Who else
you.
has he
I
bitten?
think so. He hasn't bitten anyone.
Good.
Not in that time. No, never happened. This is the
Good.
first time.
And what happened afterwards? Did he try to attend to you and help you, the
No.
defendant?
No, I demanded first contact information because I wanted to seek this compensation. But I quickly went to the hospital where they treated my wounds. I have a picture here.
See it, please.
That is after they treated and cleaned my wounds. However, you can still see the damages.
Was he
that were
there
done.
on site once the dog stopped biting, or how did it end?
Eventually, after he realized his commands were not working, he came and grabbed the dog forcibly off of me. But this was well after the dog had bit me multiple times.
Yeah, he just told me. He kept telling him.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't listen to him.
Yes, I have the text messages actually of me contacting Mr. Michaelson and him clearly refusing to pay for my medical bills and the property damages that I received.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. Hope it wasn't a nasty letter or a nasty text, 'cause he gives me the impression he's capable of that. After his dog injures you and bites you up, that he's capable of sending you a nasty text. Hi, Dax, this is Terry, the guy who was attacked by your dog. Yes, I remember what's going on. I had to go to the hospital after your dog bit me multiple times. I needed treatment and antibiotics. I'm sorry you got hurt, but you were riding on my property. That's not on me. It looked like a part of the public trail. Plus, your dog was off leash and attacked me. My dog was on private property and reacted. He didn't know who you were. He was protecting me. If your dog had been leashed, this would not have happened. My dogs don't need to be leashed on my own property. I've lived here for 10 years. I'm not going to argue with you. I just want my man. I'm not paying you anything. You were trespassing. Anything else from you?
I certainly didn't intend for my dog to hurt you, but it had never happened before.
I
This is
understand.
the first time.
That's all you need is one time. If he'd have killed this man, what would you be saying? Well, this is the first time anybody's been killed. You had not trained your dog properly to be off of a leash. He won't even listen to you. If the dog wouldn't listen, what make you think I'm gonna keep listening? $736 is your judgment. Dog don't listen and I ain't either. Have a good day.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $736.
Again, I'm sorry you got hurt. I never meant for that to happen. I'll pay you.
You need to train your dog better.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.